Well, the whole school saw it. Now the principal tonight is apologizing after getting a lot of complaints that it was sexist. This shirt tonight, it is at the center of a controversy.
I feel slutty.
As students head back to school, many are focused on dress codes. Some female students say they're being targeted.
I feel objectified.
When we're not teaching males that it's not okay to just treat women as objects.
I feel judged.
My name is Sloan and I'm in 3rd grade. The dress code for me is I can't wear very short clothes or crop tops without trousers under. I think the dress code is fine. Actually, I wouldn't make any changes. I don't like when people show skin that much.
In the planners, it states that clothes should be appropriate for a school/office environment. Conservative, traditional, clean, and in good repair. Hairstyles are expected to be similarly conservative. Hair color and makeup should be natural looking. Mustaches and beards are unacceptable. If a student fails to follow these rules, he or she may be asked to change. And according to the planner under the discipline subsection, it states that the school reserves the right to apply one or more sanctions up to and including expulsion. Although the school hasn't implemented this rule before, there is still a possibility of facing expulsion for what you are wearing. Which means that according to the school rules, a girl who comes in a crop top and her midriff shows a little could possibly get expelled. In lower school, it does not affect the students practically at all, but as they grow and develop their own sense of style, the dress code starts to create boundaries that limit their individuality.
Take one.
My name is Alexandra.
My name is Emerson.
My name is Allegra.
What is the dress code?
So the dress code is for skirts, they need to be no shorter than the middle fingertip. For shorts, it is the knuckle here and cannot be any higher than that. Earrings, if they're hooped, they need to be a smaller diameter than your index finger. Then your shirts or tops cannot show your midriff, and then if anything else is deemed too revealing, and then you cannot wear ripped jeans. And that's about it, I think.
Dress code means keeping people safe and respecting other people's cultures, but at the same time it's also kind of stifling like our freedom from expression and things like that.
Well, it means to me, I guess it's kind of sometimes keeping us safe, but it's also preventing people from wearing what they want to.
It means it stops people from expressing who they are through what they wear.
I have noticed that the dress code is targeted 100% to girls, and I have never once seen a boy get dress coded. And I feel like after growing up hearing that we are always distracting the boys, that we should stop having to protect those boys and we should look out for us girls instead.
Generally 8th grade girls, because they would prefer to wear other things other than what falls within our dress code.
I'd make it kind of so it's more gender kind of neutral, because it kind of sometimes feels like it applies more to girls than to boys.
My name is Bo Wood. Our dress code is what we call conservative dress code. In other words, we don't have a uniform, but our expectations are that students look tidy and clean. I think it's quite hard for people to have the same understanding of what conservative means because of the nature of our school, which is multicultural, international. We want to make sure that nobody is offended by what we wear.
I find a lot of the dress code policies unreasonable because a lot of them are just, they make no sense. Like ripped jeans, you're not allowed to have just like a little fray in your jeans because it's deemed as messy, when in reality it's just more comfortable.
Jeans, like I wear ripped jeans and people call me out for that.
Girls have to like raise their arms up, and then if you see the midriff, that counts as a dress code rule, and I think that's kind of stupid because none of the girls like walk around with their hands up all the time.
For lots of people, not just students, adults too, how you dress is an expression of your values in a way, and your style and yourself.
The dress code, there's so much to say.
Dress code is a set of rules meant to limit what students, particularly female students, are allowed to wear.
A set of rules that are unfair.
Dress code is definitely a way of really sexualizing.
Sexist. It's sexist.
Sexist.
High schoolers and middle schoolers. And there's really kind of a one-sided thing towards girls.
If I'm wearing a crop top, then I'm always worried that my next teacher is going to call me out on it and I'll have to go change.
Well, I've been called out on ripped jeans before, but I've never been asked to change, which is good. But I've definitely seen other girls getting dress coded, and you'll see a bunch of other kids walking by who are breaking the code as well, and you'll see guys walking by with their jeans pulled down practically to their knees, but for some reason that's okay.
That's our choice, that we get to choose what we wear to school, and to have a teacher tell you that that's wrong or something does kind of hurt.
I feel very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable because the teachers, I feel like, would look at me more than they should if I were to wear a crop top.
And it makes me feel like very cautious about myself.
Definitely self-expression that comes into play. People wear these pieces of clothing because it's what they feel comfortable in, what they think really shows their personal sense of style. But there have been times where I'll be at the store and I'll see like a pair of jeans that rips in them, and I'll think, oh, I really want to get those, but then, school.
It's not really the rules per se that I find pointless, it's the justification that people give for the rules, that if you show like your midriff, it's distracting for people in class, or like ripped jeans look untidy. It's just fashion.
I'd make it kind of so it's more gender neutral, because it kind of sometimes feels like it applies more to girls than to boys. In the summer you get really warm, and for the boys they just, even if they're too short, they just don't care, and for the girls they get really annoyed.
People's arms are different lengths, and when somebody tries to measure their shorts may be shorter than some other people's based on their arm length, so I don't think it's exactly fair.
Myself and the other administrators choose it, but we've worked really closely with the student council to come up with suggestions. So for example, the shorts rule was changed. It used to be fingertip, but we posed the question to student council. They came up with some suggestions of different ways to do it, and then we took on board their suggestions.
I would make it so that it's not so focused on what girls wear, so that it's equal punishment for boys and girls.
I think we should either not have any dress code at all or have a uniform. Having a dress code defeats the point of allowing students to dress freely, because you're like, okay, you can wear what you want as long as it's within the boundaries that we set. I think that it would give students full freedom to wear whatever they wanted, and they wouldn't have to worry about the silly little things and like, oh, well, is this teacher gonna call me out on this? They can just do what they want. It's 2020. Are we still telling girls what they can and cannot wear?
Interestingly, the Student Council is undergoing a review this year, and their first job, we hope, will be that they run a review of the dress code again. So students would be involved, teachers, administrators, head of school, parents, to get everybody's opinion. It's important, if we want people to support the dress code, that people understand how we arrived at it.